Hey everybody, Life's Journey at 50 here. So here with Cap out in the wilderness a little bit, and I want to do a little follow-up. I wanted to talk about the Motoz tires. So hopefully you guys can hear me here, but little dirt, little stuff on them. But I wanted to talk about the Motoz tires after I did that review, or actually that commentary about what transpired when I was basically in Lincoln, Nebraska, when I went down and I had the wobbles or whatever and kind of went down. So again, still running Mota, still running the Rows. And the big thing for me was what was going on. Why did that happen? So I had a lot of comments, a lot of people viewed the thing, so thank you for doing that. And again, if you get a chance, click subscribe, get notified, all those good things, like the video. But I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I feel like a lot of comments, a lot of people had the same issues, especially with the Rows. Maybe not so much with the other ones. Like last year I ran Rows actually in the front, and then I ran the Adventure in the rear and never had a problem. This year I ran Rows on both sides and sort of kind of had the issues that I did with the bike. So it could be a couple factors, right? It's not operator error, it happens to other people, but I think it was a combination of things. After talking to many people, many comments, a lot of things on there. Could be weight distribution. Yeah, I was packed up going on the Wyoming BDR. I was going to be out at Revzilla's, get on Adventure Fest. Some folks have said they carry some extra weight up in the front to give the front end a little bit of weight. Maybe I could have done that. Maybe my air pressure. And when I look at Motoz, it's 35 pounds front and rear. And obviously on a BMW, they stress 42 and 38. So maybe that was it. Maybe I had a little bit too much air pressure in them as well. I did change. I've been running at 35. I have to say I went to Rib Fest. I had no problems on the highway. I actually got up into low 80s, high 70s, low 80s in certain areas, and I didn't feel any of that stuff. And I semi-packed pretty much what I had on my trip to Wyoming. So was that a combination? Was a little bit too much air pressure? But at the end of the day, when I look at all the comments, I look at all the things that were said, it just seemed like a lot of people have had those issues. So that's the reason why I think it's not necessarily operator error. There could be some other little bit of factors in there, but a lot of people have had a lot of problems when you start getting 70, 75 plus on the front ends of those Rows. And again, they're fantastic tires off-road, and they do a solid job on-road, except for when you get up into those arenas. Now, again, other people have said they didn't have problems. Majority of the folks did, and part of it. Plus, I've had a couple of the rear tires crack. You guys saw that in the first video that I did. So, and again, I'll leave a link for that one in here as well. So if you haven't seen it, you can go back and revisit my conversation I had about the Motoz. But yeah, so again, these tires have been fantastic. I love them off-road. I don't know if there's a better tire off-road. I know I've had debates with different people around TKC 80s, Anarchy Wilds, a lot of tires out there, but I have to tell you, for the most part, talking to a lot of people, the Motoz are just the best off-road. And so I don't think I'll ever go away from them. I just will be a little bit more cautious about my ride on the highway, just getting some weight balance, and just making sure that the air pressure is right. I think maybe that, again, could be a combination of things, but I wanted to come back with a video to talk about that because I still run them. I haven't had any issues since. These tires have actually held up. I've had no cracks in the rear. They've got about 3,000 miles on them, still looking good. So I've had no issues with them. So again, maybe I got a couple bad batches, or maybe a couple of bad sets. I don't know. I bought a pallet of tires, so who knows? You just never know. I mean, I did check the dates; they were within a year, so it wasn't like they were old tires. I'm not an expert at this. I'm just trying to give you guys my kind of what happened, what was going on at the time with my whole thing with at laying the bike down in Nebraska back in July. So. Yeah, so it's been great. Can't complain. Done a lot of stuff on these tires. Going to continue to do it on these tires, and we'll go from there. So please leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts if you've had any more issues with them. I'm a little bit close to the highway underneath here, but let me know if you've had any issues. Give me your thoughts down below. I know there was a lot of comments before, but I wanted to do a follow-up just to see or to give a little bit of feedback on A, what I heard, B, if I'm still running them, and what I still think about the whole situation, which obviously was scary, and I'm just thankful to be talking to you fine folks. So again, hope all's well. Talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, get notified, and we'll see you later. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye. I know that I've had debates with different people. I know, get that out of my face.